Most people don't have a money problem. They have a money management problem. You might be earning money every month, but somehow by the middle of the month, your account balance is already looking scary. Bills show up, unexpected expenses appear, and before you know it, you're wondering where all your money went. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, many people were never taught how to manage money properly. Schools teach math, they teach science, but they rarely teach the one skill everyone needs in real life: how to control their finances. And that's where budgeting comes in. Budgeting is not about being broke. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. In this video, I'm going to show you how beginners can start budgeting the right way, even if you feel like you're terrible with money. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how to create a simple budget that actually works. Let's start with the first thing most people get wrong. Many people think budgeting means cutting out everything you enjoy. No eating out, no fun, no spending. But that's not what budgeting really means. A good budget simply helps you balance three things: your needs, your wants, and your future. Because if you only focus on today, your future will suffer. But if you only focus on saving and never enjoy life, you'll burn out and quit. Budgeting helps you create balance. Now let's talk about the first step to budgeting for beginners. Step 1 is simple. You need to know how much money you actually make. This might sound obvious, but many people never calculate it properly. Add up all the money you receive every month: your salary, side hustles, freelance income, online income, any money that regularly comes in. Once you know the exact number, that becomes the foundation of your budget, because you can't manage what you don't measure. Now let's move to step 2. You need to track where your money is currently going. This step can be uncomfortable, because when people finally write down their spending, they realize something shocking. Small expenses add up fast. Coffee, snacks, random online purchases, subscriptions you forgot about. Before you know it, hundreds of dollars or thousands of naira have disappeared. That's why tracking your spending for at least 30 days is very powerful. Write everything down, every expense, every purchase, every bill. Once you see the full picture, your financial habits become very clear. Now, step 3 is where the real budgeting begins. You need to divide your money into categories. A simple method beginners can use is the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. About 50% of your income goes to needs, things like rent, food, transportation, utilities. These are the expenses you must pay to live. Then about 30% goes to wants, entertainment, shopping, eating out, lifestyle expenses. And the final 20% goes towards savings and investments. This includes emergency savings, investing, paying off debt, or building wealth for the future. Now, this rule is not perfect for everyone, but it gives beginners a very simple starting framework. Because the biggest mistake beginners make is trying to create an extremely complicated budget. When it comes to money, simple usually works better. Now let's talk about something very important: your emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your phone might break, your car might need repairs, unexpected medical expenses can happen. Without savings, every emergency becomes a financial crisis. That's why one of your first financial goals should be building an emergency fund. A good starting goal is saving 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. This fund acts like a financial safety net. It protects you from going into debt when life happens. And once you have that safety net, money becomes much less stressful. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Budgeting is not about restriction, it's about awareness and control. When you know where your money is going, you gain power. You can make better decisions, you can adjust your spending, and you can start building real financial progress. But if you ignore your finances, money problems will continue repeating themselves. Now, if you really want to understand how to manage money, invest, and build wealth step by step, I actually wrote a book that breaks this down in a very simple and practical way. The book is called Investing in Nigerian Stocks, a beginner's practical guide to building wealth the smart way. Inside the book, I explain how beginners can start investing even with small money, how the Nigerian stock market works, how to avoid common investing mistakes, and how to build a long-term wealth strategy. If you want to get the book, the link is in the description and also in the pinned comment below this video. Now let's continue. Another powerful budgeting habit is something called paying yourself first. Most people spend first and try to save what's left, but the problem is usually nothing is left. So a better strategy is this. As soon as your income arrives, immediately move a portion into savings or investments, even if it's small, maybe 5%, maybe 10%, maybe 20%. What matters is consistency, because wealth is rarely built through one big financial decision. It's built through hundreds of small decisions repeated over time. Now let's talk about something very important, the biggest budgeting mistake beginners make, trying to be perfect. You might create a budget, then one unexpected expense happens and suddenly everything feels ruined, and many people quit. But budgeting is not about perfection, it's about progress. Some months will be better than others. Some months expenses will surprise you. That's normal. The goal is simply to stay aware and keep improving your financial habits. Over time, small improvements lead to massive results. Now imagine this. If you consistently manage your money properly, if you save regularly, if you invest wisely, 5 years from now, your financial life could look completely different. 10 years from now, you could have built real wealth. But it all starts with one simple decision, taking control of your money. Budgeting may not sound exciting, but it is one of the most powerful financial habits you can ever build. Because when you control your money, you control your future. And if you want a deeper guide on investing and building wealth step by step, remember to check out my book. Again, it's called Investing in Nigerian Stocks, a beginner's practical guide to building wealth the smart way. The link to get the book is in the description and pinned comment below this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to learn how to manage their money better. And remember, you don't need to start rich, you just need to start smart. And the best time to take control of your finances is today.